My family is trying to control what I do with my new house, and it's driving me crazy. I get that everyone wants to help out, but sometimes I feel like I speak a different language and live in a different world than everyone else. I'm 90% sure my roof needs major renovation if I want it to be fully insulated and up to modern ecological standards. It's the sort of roof that has been repaired and improved over time, but now it's time for a complete redo. I just came out of an hour-long back and forth discussion with my parents about what I should do and how to do it, and how all of this works, while I did my research already for credible roofing companies nearby. Even when I showed them 5 examples to show that nobody does free inspections anymore, they still didn't believe me. They tried their hardest to prove their point and find one that did free inspections, but it turns out they only did minor repairs and their online presence was shady and almost non-existing. It also seems like they have decided which company I should eventually work with to get solar panels. Then came the discussion with my aunt about furniture. I'm still 3 weeks away from getting the keys. Then we need to renovate almost half of the place, which will take 2 to 3 months. I barely know the dimensions of the living room, but she said,
"Just call the realtor. Ask them if they can stop by on Fridays. We did this as well."
Yeah, they did this as well, 15 years ago when the market wasn't so chaotic. I'm sure the realtor has plenty of time to spend half a day on a client that's already a done deal. I mean, he's a nice guy, but he's not going to spend more time on me than necessary. He has other things he needs to do. And don't get me started about the garden. I don't care what plants are in my garden and what I should add or remove. I'm going to live on my own in a 2 to 3 person house. I don't have time for a complicated garden. I'm going to hire a gardener to figure it out for me so that everything is low maintenance for the next 2 to 3 years. I lost count of how many times I said how I want my garden to look and function. Lastly, the rented boiler. I've had it up to here with people who have said that I should disassemble it and call the company to pick it up. It says in the contract that I can't do that or risk a fine on top of the regular disassembly costs. And no, I don't need you to help me disassemble it. It's going to be my rented boiler, and I will be the one that will have to pay the fine when you're the one that said, screw it, we'll do it ourselves. Every discussion with my family drives me to the point where yelling seems to be the only way to get them to stop for at least 6 hours. Then it starts all over again. I am so done with everything and everyone. And honestly, once I move into my house, I don't want to see anyone for anything for at least half a year. I'm not spending this much money on a house for everyone to walk all over me and tell me how to live my new life, telling me what to do and what sort of tiles to get, where and when, etc. It's driving me crazy. Yeah, it sounds like this lady has a family who is absolutely not minding their own business. I mean, this lady has her parents, her sisters and brothers, her aunt telling her how to run her house. I mean, that's just craziness. And it doesn't sound like she's not being firm with these people. I mean, she says it herself. It almost goes to yelling sometimes just to get them to stop, but they still consistently keep coming back. I mean, what is wrong with these people? Just give her some space. At the end of the day, I think everything will probably change once she finally moves into this new house, because then it will be hers and it won't be up for speculation or for other people to chime in and tell her how to run it. And that might be the best silver lining she can look forward to.
The full version of the story is over on the Am I the Jerk YouTube channel, so if there are any updates or anything that is added to this, that's where it'll be, in the same link. If you happen to be a Twitter user, also known as X, you can check out Am I the Jerk over on Twitter. Right now, it's similar to the Am I the Jerk Instagram, where there's sort of a text version of some of the stories, so that way it's a little easier to catch up on stories if you can't listen to audio for some reason, like if you're at school or work and you can't have headphones. The Am I the Jerk Twitter is a good option if you don't like to use Instagram or Facebook. And beyond that, we sometimes retweet funny things we see. So if you want to see any of that, go check it out.